Hi, it's Ileana. So, some interesting updates on UFOs. About a week or two ago, the Daily Mail wrote that several whistleblowers came forward to say that the CIA has a crash site retrieval program within one of its core programs, and they've retrieved 9 crafts not of human origin, and that they work with special military forces to go into different countries, to go anywhere that's needed to retrieve non-human craft, and that they've been doing this for decades. Well, it's interesting that that has come out, but it goes beyond. The CIA probably has space fleets of reverse engineered craft that they've been flying for a long time. That's the information that I have, and that countries, not just the US, has fleets. Like Space Force and Space Command have recently been given the technology of reverse engineered crafts. The CIA has had it longer. And rumor has it that China and Russia have their own reverse engineering programs of crash site retrieved craft not of human origin, and have developed their space fleets already as well. But the CIA was first to do it. The CIA opened up shop during the 1950s, like 1940s era. That's where the CIA comes from. So it's been the longest running program. Probably FBI is also connected to UFO stuff, knowing about it, cases. This is not a held secret anymore. I think the CIA has had space fleets for a long time and been out in space, and they worked with several different extraterrestrial groups of beings. So I think the CIA has known about this and been in this kind of a paradigm for a long time, and they know more about that than what's being told to the public, probably more than even the government knows. So the fact that now this information is coming out in a news reporting from Daily Mail of all places, that sources are citing, like multiple sources citing, that there's 9 craft that the CIA has recovered and given to the private aerospace industry to study and reverse engineer. These claims are popping out left and right, left and right. Every couple of weeks, this is being repeated. And Ross Coulthart has recently, who's an Australian journalist, has recently said that his sources have told him it's more than 9 crafts, actually more, that have been retrieved by the CIA program and the military, the secret military, who's tasked to go out there and retrieve the physical crashed stuff or what's landed. Sometimes it's on purpose. So he's saying it's more than 9. I've been told that the CIA has had a space fleet of UFOs that can go beyond the speed of light, that can go into other galaxies, that have participated in working with operations with non-human species, exploring different galaxies, studying planets. Intercultural species exchange programs have been done with CIA resources. Now, that is what's been told to me numerous times, and I think that might have some credible information to this, because why wouldn't the CIA be involved in stuff like that? They have the resources, the means. They've been working in secrecy on secret projects of various things throughout its inception, and they have many different organizations and programs running within that agency. So for me, it's not beyond the scope to ponder the information I was given, that they don't just do crash site retrievals of crafts, that they also have their own fleets, space fleets. And only recently, Space Force and Space Command have been given access to fleets of ships. The CIA has been around longer than Space Command and Space Force. If we look at the chronology of when these programs were all created, the CIA was created first, then the other two. So that makes some sense. So I find this interesting, and we'll keep a lookout what's next to be disclosed as things are being disclosed to what's going on in the UFO disclosure. So chronologically, when we look at when certain organizations like the Central Intelligence Agency, the United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, was established, it was on September 18th, 1947, when President Harry S. Truman signed the National Security Act of 1947 into law, and that's when all the secrets started. Roswell, the crash of those 3 crafts, recovered biologicals, that started then, and the CIA was formed to handle those matters appropriately. So then we look at when was United States Space Command founded. It was September 23rd, 1985. So September seems to be a key month, a month for forming things and founding agencies and organizations that deal with space matters, that deal with recoveries of crafts, of biological bodies, NHI, non-human biological beings. And when we look at when Space Force was formed, it was to secure our nation's interests in, from, and to space. The U.S. Space Force was established on December 20th, 2019, when the National Defense Authorization Act was signed into law, creating the first new branch of the armed services since 1947, since the inception of the CIA and its organization's programs. Most all of it, I'm sure, connected to crash site retrievals of non-human origin crafts, UFOs, biological bodies, metallurgy, studying UFOs, outsourcing UFO material, crafts, other things, metallic resources like samples of metals, elements, whatever is found in the crafts, outside of the crafts, within the crafts, any technology, it's outsourced to aerospace industries like Lockheed Martin, Skunk Works, Raytheon, Boeing, TRW, before that Martin Marietta, GE Aerospace, and others. These private aerospace companies have been studying UFOs and crafts for a very long time. This stuff has been reverse engineered, it's been trialed, it's been tested, it's been flown. Secret military retrieves the crafts that crash here. When some of them crash because of electromagnetic storms, some of them are shot down, not with fighter jets, with different laser beam technology and scalar frequency technology. Some of them do crash for various reasons. Unstable electromagnetic storms, frequencies, weather. Some of them land on purpose and are retrieved to put into human consciousness new technologies and to spread that out. Even if it's in secret military holding, it's still technology that eventually will trickle out to human use after 50 to 100 years, or 80 to 100 years, or 300 to 400 years. Things are archived, cataloged, and history is kept in secret. That's what's been going on within these various organizations, agencies. But these secrets are trickling out now because it's time. It's time for it to all come out. one way or another, whichever format it comes out in. It's coming out because, keeping all of it secret, that extraterrestrials exist and that advanced extraterrestrial crafts exist with higher technology than what we have, that's not really a secret. It has military applications for weapons development and other things, yes. Doesn't mean we're going to develop that in the public spectrum, but how about cleaning up the planet? 0-point technology, that exists within these crafts, the ability to clean up carbon, to clean up fossil fuel emissions. There are Bursard-type ion collectors from various crafts that can clean up pollution from the air and the water. That would also cancel out fossil fuels because there's alternative sources of energy that these crafts run on: anti-gravity, anti-gravitics, electromagnetic frequency, scalar, 0-point. That gets into things like, alternative resources and not depleting the Earth's natural resources. And again, some of that, the powers that be don't want to disclose that because it's obvious that something else would be stopped to be used, like fossil fuels. So it has to do with resources as well. Why I think some of this is not being disclosed to us, because it would alter the paradigm shift of human reality, going from natural resources to clean energy. That means cancels out other stuff that they want to keep running. That's how it works. Thank you so much.